Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back for some more 13. When last we left off, I was trying in vain to sneak around, which is a bit like me trying in vain to sneak around in Dishonored 2, which is actually a fairly impressive sequel. The biggest problem I have with it is the most unoptimized game I have yet played in a very long time. And hello, Atomic. Okay, what are we trying to do here? Ah, they already spotted me. Off to a good start, to say the least. Just like in Dishonored. Although Dishonored, I know, is probably one of the more easy games of that type. I thought I finished this part. In fact, I need to check my save states. I think I got past here already. Let's see. Well, this looks like this is the latest save. I must have come from an area just like it. Yeah, that's what it was. Alright, so, ladies and gentlemen, it is Saturday, and there's one thing that makes Texas kind of bad. And that is, of course, me not remembering the goddamn controls. Let's see, is it... No, that's not it. That's not it. One moment. Nope, already got spotted. Okay, is that it? No. That's that. I probably should actually look at the controls before I start the stream, but then you wouldn't see me. There we go. See, when you play a game that's actually set up for an Xbox 360 controller, you kind of get in that mindset. But we're back, and we shot him in the neck. Alright, now let's see here. Oh dear. Gastronomic distress. Now, if only I could blink around and make this slightly easier. Okay, let's go ahead and save, which I think is F2. Nope. Save slot 9. Just save, goddammit. Alright. Let's get. See, this is the kind of stealth I like. It's nice and easy. By which I mean I don't have to memorize guard patterns and crap like that. Which I've never been good at. Aw, crap. Aw, crap. See, at least the guards are thankfully not that intelligent. Ah, already fucked it up. Return to Castle Wolfenstein had some stealth segments like this where you had to make sure they didn't alert the guards, which would magically overwhelm you. Even Jedi Knight 2 had that kind of mission, which really, it's Kyle Katarn. How could he ever be overwhelmed? Oh, well, there's that guy. Crap. One thing I find funny about Dishonored, both 1 and 2, is pretty much if you want to get a low chaos ending, and I do. Okay, wait, did anyone else spot me? Yeah, he did. They're gonna get them to get. Also, why are you wearing sunglasses at night? I think that's a song. And hello, Emperor Snake. I gotta say, I kind of like Dishonored 2 right now a little bit more than Dishonored 1. The levels are a little more elaborate. The story is substantially better, and I like the fact they gave Ezio Jr. a voice. I mean, Corvo, that's his name, right? But really, Dishonored 2 is in many cases... Well, Dishonored 1 was never like what one would call a AAA game, though. It's very much... Well, let's just say it's like kind of a low end of AAA. It's just double... I wouldn't say it's AA. It's AA plus, let's say. Like, the story isn't particularly amazing, the voice acting isn't particularly amazing, everybody in those games looks kind of ugly because of that really stylized art style. Now, I do remember Dishonored 1 being a lot better optimized than Dishonored 2, that's for sure. It just kind of annoys me. It's like, I've got an epic computer and yet it chugs when it really shouldn't. I think they also got a new voice for the Outsider. But I gotta say, as I read more and more of the flavor text in that game, I gotta say, I think there actually is potential for a story in that game. Like something more than just a video game story that gives some justification. I think the biggest problem with games like that, though, is they're not taken that seriously. So, this is an issue in other games as well. But in Dishonored, you know, it's like you'll read something and then Corvo is still completely clueless about certain things that you, the player, just read. It's like, did Corvo read it or not? This is one of those annoying aspects of certain games. Because it'd be nice if you could use some of that knowledge to actually get one up on your various opponents. But, oh well.
Apparently McCall's in the same tent he used in Desert Storm. That should give you an idea of what it looks like.
How would that give me an idea of what it looks like? Other than just say it's tan. Does it matter that it used it in Desert Storm? Because it definitely does not take place in the 1970s. Because yeah. Remember to hide the bodies. This is really starting to give me some Dishonored vibes. All right, let's. I always hate it when that happens. It's like, seriously, the hitboxes are real, ladies and gentlemen. The hitboxes are real. I think what a lot of people forget is that Bethesda is not only a game developer, but also a publisher. And honestly, Bethesda in some respects feels a bit like feels very much reminiscent of THQ in some of the games it publishes. It's like Dishonored feels more like a THQ game than anything else. For those that even remember THQ had some interesting concepts in their games, but they always had much lower budgets than something else. So they'd usually be very short, kind of simple in some respects. The graphics were never particularly impressive. It's like Space Marine. It's a fairly short game, but it definitely is a little more advanced in some aspects than what you would see in other like AAA kind of games. Oh, god damn it. Ooh, one last shot. Single shot. Oh, I got spotted by somebody. Oh, crap. Should've done a reactive reload. 7 back in 2003. Don't make me feel any even older than I already am. Yeah, 2003, ladies and gentlemen. Now that was a year. I'd say that the best era in gaming ended sometime around 2007. Even though it'd be kind of obvious because I wasn't really sneaky and I was just shooting everybody. I'm gonna be getting that high chaos ending. I'm actually reading a fairly oh, I didn't hide the bodies. Oops. Oh, that's not good. Okay, how exactly does one hide a body anyway? I guess you use a lot of battery acid. At least that's what Breaking Bad would imply. Now that is an overrated show. Oh, goddammit, wasted that again. Now that is an overrated show, if there ever was one. Now the big problem with some of these stealth things, like, okay, so you can hide the bodies, but shouldn't they know how many guards are... Oh, damn, I don't know how to pick up the body. Oh, well, there we go. Alright, now let's just go over here. No, he's gonna come out that door, isn't he? Well, I am truly the most intelligent there ever was. THQ Nordic. Now I don't know anything they created, or maybe I do and I don't remember. Oh, look at those great leaf textures. I mean, that just looks beautiful. That is a work of art, ladies and gentlemen. A work of something. Oh, crap. No, he didn't see me. You don't see me. Discreetly. Discreet is not my middle name. And... click indeed. Okay, do I have a silencer on here? I do not have a suppressor on here, and there is no way to attach one. It'd be nice if I had one. Damn you, NFA. Damn you, NFA! Okay, let's sneak around here. Totally sticking to the non-existent shadows. Give me health. Okay, let's save again. One of these days I need to actually... I always say I need to do this, but it's really hard for me to get enthused about trying to play Thief 1 or Thief 2. It's like, my god, those games, man, those games are more difficult than I'm willing to put the effort into. Get over that bug. It's probably about the size of an SD card. Okay, now.
I can't wait for the action to start. It's just a simulation, you know. I have a feeling there'll be more to it than we expect.
Uh-oh. They're so sneaky, ladies and gentlemen. They totally didn't spot us. Stay a while and listen.
Number 11. Do you read me?
Affirmative. Go ahead, number 3.
Good evening, number 1. President Galbraith still believes
Galbraith? Wow.
state of war and has just authorized the SPADs to supervise the army during the maneuvers.
So basically, Blackwatch is able to supervise the army. I could buy that. But then trying to take over, yeah, you better have like a lot of troops.
Number 11.
The arms shipment will arrive tonight. My men are eager to serve the cause.
And that causes communism.
Excellent. What about number 13?
I have his military file here. I removed it from the Pentagon to block the FBI's investigation.
Good.
And he can just do that apparently.
17, no need to continue this search. I have something here that she will definitely come and claim. This meeting is adjourned, gentlemen. Good night.
I watched RB and Chief once or twice.
Walk you out.
Privilege to meet
I found it to be
He's even more impatient than his
entertaining, but I never really got into stuff like that. Or Red versus Blue, I never found that particularly funny. Even if machinima is a fairly interesting thing, it's just I never really got into that sort of thing. So communists are trying to take over the world. Hey, it's a lot like 2020.
I just got all that on tape. Now find
On tape! Oh my god, we got 8 tracks in here! We will upload it on the reel-to-reel computer. Halo, back when it was still, it seems like gaming has kind of got a little less personable than it once was.
I don't know where McCall plans to send his stock of weapons, but we're gonna blow it up.
Yay, we will save the world for exactly 3 days. And it seems like gaming has got a little less personable as of late. Or that could just be me not really getting into the modern gaming. Well, I guess the modern gaming scene. It just seemed like with Halo 3 and stuff like that, there was all sorts of little things created around it. There wasn't much of it for Halo 4 that I was aware of, outside of like the overly produced Forward Unto Dawn series, which wasn't bad. It wasn't that horrible. Ah, the SPADs. You can definitely tell this is a Frenchy sort of thing. What the hell am I doing? I already forgot. Okay, okay, we gotta blow up the ammunition hangar. I'm not entirely sure. No. Oh, crap. Let me find the right save slot. There we go. Am I really all the way back? Okay, hold on. I can't all the way be all the way back here. Hold on a second. I know I had to have saved at some point. Don't tell me I didn't. If it saves slot 3, yes! Haha! I can play video game. 343 Industries. I was hopeful at first, but they never. But they just didn't prove to be particularly amazing. You know, Halo 4. Halo 4 gets a lot of hate, but I gotta say, Halo 4 is entirely generic. As I've always said, once you get past the first installment, things generally get a lot more generic, and they always are trying to find that sweet spot of general audiences, and ultimately they end up pleasing no one. Halo 4 felt kind of impersonal. I mean, like, I wasn't particularly excited to see Halo 4 get released. You don't see me. Their vision cones are nice and short. Let's just keep walking. Oh, crap. Okay, is anybody over here? Not yet. I do not have anything I can use against that guy. And unlike in Dishonored, I can't just chuck a glass and have the entire level wake up. No! Oh. Okay, let's try to sneak around. Let's not try to sneak over here. I had wasted all my goddamn arrows. Technically, they're bolts. Okay, now the problem is there's going to be that guy there. And there's going to be that guy there, and I can't choke him out fast enough. But all these assholes might be deaf, so I might be able to shoot all 3 in time. Let's find out. Alright, no, actually, let's not immediately... Let's actually reload. Alright, and save. Except I selected a different save slot because I'm a genius. Okay. Is F1? Okay, it is F1. Alright. Okay, we got somebody tapping up. I gotta try to shoot all of these guys at just the right time. Come on. Come on, I can see you tapping. And... Go! 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 Okay, now, that guy's probably just standing there. Yep, he's deaf. He is completely deaf. So deaf, in fact, I can walk up and literally just shoot him in the head. Wow, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. If this is the best the SPADs have to offer, you might stick with just the Project 100,000. That is a horrible joke, but, well, yeah. And for those who are fans of history, you will know, well, fans of history, who study history, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. Now what I can do is I could be sneaky, or I could just shoot everybody in the face. Yeah, you're not supposed to kill anybody in Dishonored. You just gotta, you know, choke people out. That's what I do. Because you don't want that high chaos ending where basically everybody, well, everybody dies no matter what you do. Spoiler alert. But you kill everybody. Although, you can get, like, you can kill 1 or 2 people, but you can't kill too many of them. Because, like, for me, I accidentally killed somebody just recently today in Dishonored 2 by chucking a whale oil lamp at him, and it set him on fire. Ah, goddammit. I shouldn't have jumped. Okay, now let's see here. Theoretically, we should just be able to forget the controls and... they spotted me. Yeah, so you're not supposed to kill the guards. Even though they kind of deserve it. Okay, I gotta stop doing that. Okay, and we're gonna jump. No, we're gonna reload again. Okay, that's the one that keeps spotting me. What if I just shot him? Is everybody in this game completely deaf? It's like, I don't even have to discreetly do anything. They're completely deaf. Okay. This is the kind of broken stealth I like, because that makes the game substantially easier. I mean, this is the exact opposite of the stealth in, oh, goddammit. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. It's the exact opposite of the Far Cry stealth. You're all deaf and blind. Crap, where is he? Crap. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? He must be behind. There they are. No, that wasn't them, and he's probably gonna kill me. No, he's not. Shit, there's somebody else running. See, this is actually... Oh, crap, lost it. Yep, there we go. We got an alarm. HD remake of Turok. I'm surprised there isn't an HD remake of Turok 2. With as popular as it is, I would be... I'm surprised some enterprising fan hasn't done it. But then again, maybe it doesn't have quite the popularity of, say, Doom. Because there's so many different 3D remakes of Doom. And there's also a graphical remake of Doom 3. But then again, I guess not everything can be, you know... Oh, crap. He's gonna spot me jumping around over here, isn't he? Okay, so if I just jump, like... Now, he's gonna immediately trigger as soon as I do that. Let's see, I don't know what his vision cone is. I think there's a remake of one level in Turok 3 that has been done to have better graphical fidelity. Okay, let's see if we can bash this guy's head open with a brick, you know, Antifa style. Nope, there's an idiot walking right along there. I don't think anything can fix Duke Nukem Forever. Just saying. Oh, no, there we go. Okay. I got your alert, you bastard. Okay, I've got like a few seconds, I bet, that I could go over here. That's not going to trigger him until I stand up. When I jump... Okay, what I need to do is... I wonder if I can time this just right. Nope. No, wait, can I just do that? Wow, that was easy. It's like, okay, if I time this... Or I can just jump over the barbed wire. Truly, the greatest of all defenses. Barbed wire, you can just kind of jump over. No, I do not. Platinum is always very expensive. For obvious reasons. I think palladium's worth even more. And apparently can kill Tony Stark. Okay, now, who heard that? Did anyone actually hear that, or... No, okay. He woke up to... Oh, do I have to get like a key card? Nope, I can just use my magical lockpick. Thank you. And we'll just grab an M60. And we'll shoot that guy in the face. It's like we know how to play a video. Ah, crap. Nope. All he did was give me a what the, and he could do nothing. I'm not going to save just in case I might potentially screw myself. And that'd be very bad on YouTube. You can get away with that on Twitch, probably. Yeah, not really. Unless you're a thought. Well, that was easy. I thought I had to sneak out. The game's in 2K and this is in like some sort of horribly stretched 640 by 480. Still doesn't look that horrible though. Yarg. All right. Platinum is cheaper than gold. Well, I did not see that coming.
Now get back to the boat.
I can't escape Dishonored. It's like...
What the hell's going on?
Like, I gotta keep getting back to boats. Yeah, Dishonored 2 really is just Dishonored 1 all over again.
Watch out!
Because it's like, you still get a boat. It's like, Dishonored 2, of course, does have the issue of not being quite as memorable. At least so far. I like the gameplay and the levels a little bit more, but the story is not particularly impressive. I mean, I guess you can choose to play as Corvo, who now can talk, or Emily Caldwin, which was one of the characters you had to rescue in the first game. Oh crap, and we died. Well, let me put it this way. It is so hot right now in Texas, the air conditioning can barely keep up. It is like almost 80 in here. It's that hot. Although it is getting night, so it's not as bad as it was earlier today.
Nice work.
But it feels like, or it felt like earlier today, 120. So it was pretty unpleasant to say the least today. I was inside most of the day, but I had to help put up a mailbox. I'm glad I was in the shade, but damn, was it bad. Alright, come on. Blow it up. You guys are worthless. Even the brown shirts would have been embarrassed by you people. It's like, seriously, either 13 is great. 13 is either really good or these guys are just really, really bad. And I gotta say, I'm thinking they're just really, really bad. It's like, seriously. These guys are blind, deaf, and they can hit. They can shoot. For generic foot soldiers, these guys are actually legitimate threats. Mostly. Okay, so we're not supposed to go back this way, but oh well. That's one thing I like about classic games. You can actually go the wrong way instead of getting funneled down one goddamn corridor. Okay, is this the way? Do we know the way? No, we don't know the way. Guns are my religion. So wait, he's Adeptus Mechanicus? Did not see that coming. Let's see. Okay, we blew up the ammunition hangar. It would technically be the ammo dump. Okay, so we got actual scripting here. Okay, do we go through this door? No. I'll just reload my firearm at it. There's no corona death. Bip. I'm not surprised. Hey, hello, Jacob Kennedy. I do not remember Lair of the Blind Ones being bad. I mean, it was a perfectly good level, from what I recall. It takes forever, and it's kind of got some monotonous corridors, but yeah. The blind ones were suitably creepy, from what I recall. Oh, there we go. I could have literally walked to them. Shit. I could have actually, if I turned my head just slightly, I might have actually seen them. Oh, but ladies and gentlemen, Christopher G. Nuttall is one of the great writers on Amazon. Why am I shilling for him? Because he's that fucking good! Finding books is not an easy prospect, as I always like to say. And I'm reading a book right now that... Okay, let's put it this way, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's put it this way. It is so scary how kind of true it is. See, munitions hanger I guess sounds okay, but it just sounds so awkward. And I saw that ammunition failure right there where he just kind of stood stock still. Basically, it's a book called Trojan Horse. I forget when it was written. I think it was written around 2013. But basically, foul Xenos profane holy terror with their miasma of alienness. And they say they're going to bring a bunch of technology, but they also shit upon humanity. And say like, oh yeah, you created more and more horrible weapons and blah blah blah. But if you join the Galactic Republic, no, the Galactic Federation of Free Alliances, we'll give you all this technology. I don't believe in ghosts. Sergeant Bauer. You know, I've never seen 24. I only know it's a thing. It's like Jack Bauer, he does the things. But yeah, humanity can join the Galactic Federation if they give up all their weapons technology and basically become a protectorate of this Galactic Federation. It's like, and the foul Xenos are now trying to shut down any dissenting voices. The cancel culture is real, although the foul Xenos, of course, terminate anyone who says anything. But here's the funny part, though. Christopher Nuttall is usually pretty much a pessimist. However, he is wildly optimistic compared to what ended up happening. So, the only people opposing these foul Xenos are actually bloggers. Yes, bloggers. Because I assume this is back when the concept of blogging was a thing. Which I guess it is to a degree today, sort of, maybe.
13, can you hear me?
No, not really.
Number 1 underestimated your skills. He wants to reintegrate you into the group. Drop your weapon, man.
Drop your
Talk
weapon,
about
man.
this.
Hey, don't call me man. Don't assume my gender. Mac call, huh? I would find this guy more threatening if he didn't share the name with a used car dealership. But yeah, bloggers are gonna take on the foul Xenos. What's kind of funny about that, though, is the bloggers belong to this group where anybody can join, left or right. I laugh heartily at that very concept. It's a blogging group called BAM, and there's all sorts of, like, standards, and no reporter would ever report incorrect information. They would be fired. It's like, wow, Mr. Nuttall, how little you knew then. It's like, yeah. I can only imagine what that same plot would be like to, oh crap, I did not mean to do that. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. This is why you always save up all of your medkits. Haha. Give me that M60.
Find the entrance to the base. It's your
Where'd you get a submarine? You can't just go to the used submarine store. That's the best joke I got. P.N. Gwyn, ladies and gentlemen. P.N. Gwyn. See, fans of Batman 60s will know what that is. But, yeah, the whole idea of, like, there's this alliance of bloggers, man, and they'll fight the aliens because they believe in truth. Bah! Ah, 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 ah. Yeah. Let's see. Blair's Blonde Ones. Hive of the Mantids is very green. And I have played COD 4 on the Nintendo DS. And I found it to be perfectly adequate, and that was it. But see, now I wonder, like, okay, if Nuttall were to rewrite his, No, but you were! Oh, this is where it's gonna... See, he also sounds like an asshole, so it's perfectly okay to blast him. I always feel bad when, like, the, random assholes actually sound, like, not horrible. It's like you'll hear some of the stormtroopers talking, and they sound like they're actual human beings. There was one game, it's a World War II game, where they really humanized the enemy. I think it was a game called... Oh, fuck. That was not the name of the game. I wanted to... Where's my grenade? Okay, there we go. Chuck a grenade, and it...
Whatever. Everyone's going back. We'll find out soon enough.
Really? Oh, I wasn't even there yet. Well, it was a good idea at the time, but... I completely lost my train of thought. But back to that book, if it was written today, I imagine it would primarily be YouTubers who would be speaking out against the Falzinos, and as you would expect, of course, YouTube and Google would just be completely censoring everything, because it wouldn't be that hard to take it over. Really, if Falzinos were trying to infiltrate humanity, it would be a good idea to do it around, you know, like... Actually, no. It would be, for humanity, it would be better if they did it around 2008 and earlier. But in all reality, if they tried it now, they would actually have a much easier time of it. Because all that social media censorship would just, that would just completely kill dissenting voices. Hey dudes, how's it going? You know, the M60 has some serious recoil. Not gonna lie. That was much less, impressive than I'd hoped it would be, but still. Because, like, with social media the way it is, they would just completely shut down. They wouldn't even need to send, like, assassins after dissenting voices. They would just, well, banned. Which is kind of what they did today. Oh, crap. I gotta stop trying to look at my pistols. Certainly shouldn't be doing that on stream. And yeah, honesty was once a thing. It wasn't a thing for very long. Actually, it can be said that honesty in reporting wasn't a thing ever. It was just substantially less dishonest than it is today. I probably should be running for that door. Stop! Don't open that door. So you can't tap that ass. Really? I shot you 3 times in the face. See, that's actually kind of clever how they have, how they set this up. Actually, showing them run backwards was probably beyond what the PS2 could actually do. So in some respects, they're just sliding along. Oh, crap. Give me health. Reload, reload. I guess in some respects, you could look at this like a unofficial James Bond game, since you kind of play James Bond. Speaking of James Bond, I'm reading another Nuttall book at the same time, set in the distant future, with a character that is more or less James Bond, but with a top hat, because top hats come back in the future, apparently. I just started reading it, but that's the one thing about when you find a writer that you really like, just about every book they write is actually at least entertaining. It's hard to, like, go to other writers. I tried reading another book somewhat recently called The Star Cross, but it feels like, you know, a teenager wrote it. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's not a bad book, but it just feels kind of juvenile in some respects. And that book is basically Star Trek meets Star Wars, sort of. It's not bad, but the characters are fairly simplistic, and the action could be better. Oh, let's see. Took you that long to watch Spaceballs? That is a classic, one of the few good sci-fi comedies. They went into hyperactive. New movie was the live action commercials for the Jaguar. Keyboard and mouse. Unlimited health in AVP2. AVP2 is not that hard. Oh, yeah, the World War II game that was humanizing the enemy. And that was a game called Darkest of Hours or Darkest Hour or something like that. It was some random game. I reviewed it not too long ago. Actually, no, it's probably 3 years ago. Never mind. I reviewed it a long time ago, and I found it to be a perfectly adequate game. Let's see, what the hell? Okay, there we go. Found it to be a perfectly adequate game, even if it still had regenerative health and crap like that. Oh, this game is not liking it, me rendering it in 2K. Not at all. But yeah, Darkest Hour, Darkest of Hours, something, USS Patriot, that just sounds fake, dude. Actually had a lot of subtitled dialogue for the crowds, and it actually humanized them, which was really surprising. I think it was a Polish game, actually. That's a game I might stream at some point, because it is a sadly unsung World War II game. Now, there's another World War II game that's pretty unsung as well, called, I don't even remember what it's called. It's a 4-player Left 4 Dead ripoff. No, it's a 4-player Payday ripoff. Set in World War II, and it had some cutscenes with John Cleese, which surprising. And that game is perfectly adequate. I'm not sure if I'd recommend it, but it's not horrible. I will say that I haven't played it in over 2 years, so make of that what you will. But it's definitely one of those games that should have had potential, but ultimately was just kind of generic. Okay, I do not need to... Do I need to go over there? I don't think I need to go over there. Or I need to go up there. And Jacob Kennedy, don't make me feel older than I already am. Darkest Hour Hearts of Iron game? I thought Hearts of Iron was a real-time strategy game. Or a Sabaton song. Let's see, hold on. Let's get out the old grappling hook. Now wait a minute, am I supposed to... Oh, I kind of remember this, actually. Okay. But I think we're supposed to do the old Tarzan kind of thing and swing from, grappling hook to grappling hook. Okay, can we jump up there? Nope. Oh, I knew that was gonna hurt when I hit the ground. Okay, now let's see here. I guess we gotta kill these guys again, but whatever. Or wait a minute.
USS Patriot, closing hatch in 15 minutes.
Not exactly the stealthiest, but whatever. Okay, so what I gotta do is I gotta figure out exactly... Am I gonna have to, like, go... I guess I have to, like, Tarzan it over there. Yeah, I definitely remember this level being a thing. Crap, 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 give me my rifle! 223, motherfucker! Or is it 556? I never remember. Okay, I think this is one of those platforming-ish kind of things. Yeah, we got a Tarzan over there. Now, how do we get back up there, though? That's the question. I don't know if you can grapple enemies. I guess I should try that at some point. Okay, so we can't grapple up to there. Okay, that's just not going to let us do it. Save. I guess I fall to my death. Leap to your doom. Okay, let's go all... Let's try to remember the controls. Okay, let's go all the way to the top. Now, is that going to get us back up there? No, it's not. Is there another place to grapple onto? I might have screwed myself. And not in a good way either. Okay, let's swing a little bit. Oh, I think I can swing right over there. Nope! I can swing right over... Dead. Okay, is there... Okay, so that's too far away, I think. Should I have stayed up there? I can't imagine this game would let you just die. Okay, let's go up there. Okay, so it's not gonna let me do that. Most perturbatory. Let's see. So I expect the team finally finished wrapping up. I do not know what any of that has to do with it. And I do not watch any horror channels on YouTube, although I am aware they exist. I primarily just watch gun-related stuff along with history-related stuff. Okay, what if we went down slightly? And stuff that mixes, Okay, now I'm really confused here. See, like, when it comes to 5.56 versus 2.23, I know there is a difference. Although I think that difference is kind of trivial today, because most of the firearms you're going to get can handle both. I imagine it'd be very rare to find something that doesn't. Although I think the Mini 14 does not. Get up there! Really? Just I know there's a difference, like the lead or lead or how the hell you pronounce that is also different as well. So it's one of those things that it's just like it's kind of the same cartridge but not. And yeah, you wouldn't want to shoot a 5.56 and a 2.23. But these days it just doesn't really matter. Okay, there's got to be something here I'm missing because I can't get back up there. Maybe we have to jump up here. Maybe. Okay, this guy's jumps. Okay, there we got that. Nope. I may have to, like, just kill. Well, I'll kill myself and just retry. Because, yeah, there's no way to. Okay, you know what? The cruel world is about to be told goodbye. Totally gonna go full emo. $0.58? Huh. 223 has a higher velocity. The only problem with 5.56 is mostly it's that XIII 8.55 stuff. That has that steel core in it that can affect accuracy. Okay, let's pause that. Okay, I don't think I was stuck there, but I'm not gonna try to figure out where that one special place I need to stand is to get back up there. Okay, it's A. That's a strange place to put that. I didn't see a door. The one door I did see, it was completely shut, so, I don't know. Completely shut? Well, it's not partially shut. I don't think the PS2 can handle that. Okay, but that's what those idiots are coming from. Probably should actually try to use some tactics other than just run forward and shoot everything, but, well, it worked good. It was good enough for Doom Guy, so it's good enough for me. Now, I think after I finish this game, I'm going to go ahead and start streaming, Far Cry Blood Dragon, because that is one of those games that I was unsure if I would actually like, but I have to say it's much better in many respects than Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3 is great, don't get me wrong, but Blood Dragon just has that sense of humor about it that very few games actually are able to pull off legitimately. And well, it had Michael Biehn as the main character, which was just awesome. Okay, let's go up here. And so this is where we needed to be. Oh, all the graphics are freaking out now. Okay, let's save, just in case I miss the jump. And jump! Ooh, I did not actually miss the jump and fall to my doom.
USS Patriot, closing hatch in 15 minutes.
Okay, let's see. I can already see a secret up there. Okay, now we should be able to easily Tarzan our way over here and get shot a lot. Stop shooting at me! All I have is a remote control. Okay, this is not gonna end well, and it didn't. He's not exactly Doom guy, is he? Let's see. Oh yeah, I heard about that. I think that prosecutor is definitely going to get in trouble for that because what they did was 100% legal. I mean, like 100% legal. It's like, what would you want them to do? That's where you've got an activist in charge, and you definitely don't want one of those. And I think something's going to end up happening with that. Because really, when you've got a crowd of people saying they want to burn your house down and they want to do much, much worse, it's like, yeah, that's why the Second Amendment exists, but whatever. But totally peaceful, ladies and gentlemen. When somebody is literally picking out a room they're going to take when they kill you and take your house, that is that's the planning of peace. Planning of peace. Although it's kind of ironic that they're protesting colonialism and stuff like that when they're acting exactly like the people they purport to dislike. So, oops. History repeats. Alright, let's zoom in on this guy. Realistically, that AR should be plenty powerful enough and plenty accurate enough to hit that guy, but whatever. Speaking of positive things, there is going to be a video of the AK next week, theoretically, if I have the time, which I should. I finally was able to take that bastard out to the range, and it performed quite well. I didn't get to shoot much, because indoor ranges do not like 7.62 by 3.9, because, well, barrier penetration, but I was able to shoot a little bit of it, and so I finally have some footage of that. Finally. Oh no! Finally, after all this goddamn time. I have to say, I happen to prefer the AK much more than the AR. That A2 birdcage is real. It's like, ugh, the A2 birdcage on that AR-15, it's like, just gives me a headache every goddamn time. Whereas that slant break on the AK is much less cacophonous. Okay, let's grab that. Let's save. And I just happen to like the ergonomics of the AK a lot more. I really like this little grappling hook thing. I'm surprised other games didn't try to do stuff like this more. I guess everybody wanted to be more cinematic. This is not exactly the most cinematic. Well, it's a fairly cinematic game that actually has legitimate gameplay, so I think people are just lazy. Ah, really? I could have easily just, whatever. I had style. Really? Really? Well, you know, I needed to get that grate out of the way, so why not use a grenade? Well, why not? I mean, you know, you gotta be hardcore. Go hard or go home, ladies and gentlemen. Go hard or go home. I will read that in just a moment. Oh no! Yeah. I think we just have to hit A, or technically X, and it'll break that. But you know what? If you want to break something, do it like you mean it. Ended up the CGR Undertow story is a tale greater than any other. I sent a video in, they liked it. I sent more videos in, and then I got tired of having to only... Okay, so the reason I left was simply because if I posted a video on CGR Undertow, I couldn't post a video of the same game on my channel. I'm not really sure why, and that's the whole reason why I left. I didn't actually talk to anybody there. There wasn't like any real communication there. It's just like you uploaded a video to them, they would post it, and at the end of each month they would pay you for the videos that you posted, and that was it. There wasn't much to really say. It's like I was just a guy doing a job, and that job was reviewing video games, and I quite liked that, but I ultimately wanted my creative freedom. And it never paid particularly well either. I was actually losing money at the time. And yes, it wasn't a double standard. They, yeah.
Captain Edelbright now boarding.
You know, retrowave is a music genre that I didn't know I would actually like, but I gotta say, it is... The problem is, whenever I'm trying to do something that needs, like, high-energy music, that isn't it, because it usually ends up putting me to sleep. But, it is a very nice sleep aid. Let's see. And not all of them are like that. I don't see something like that happening in Houston, like, at all. But one thing to remember is that this was actually, I think, something that it either got taken to the Supreme Court or it got close to the Supreme Court. Essentially, the police are there to enforce the law. They're not actually there to protect you, the individual. Because I think somebody tried to sue some city for the cops not protecting them, and they said, "Oh, you can't sue for that." So yeah. Although I wonder how that would go today. Still, though, the whole defund the police thing is going in the entirely wrong direction. We know what happens when the police are defunded, and that is Chaz. And we certainly don't want a country full of Chazes. That is for sure. Let's see here. The live-action SNES Boom... SNES Doom commercials. I do not remember them. The only Doom commercial that I remember is the one with the preacher talking about fighting the fiery demons of hell. I have not thought of that commercial in many, many years. Let's see. The Velvet. I would actually like some more foreign rifles myself, actually. I'd like to get one of those Daewoo rifles. I forget what the actual designations are. Oh crap! Don't leave without me! Well, they're not really casting. Oh, there's the hatch. I love how there's just one giant hatch open. I'm not sure that's exactly watertight.
Stand by for departure.
This is totally another reference to Indiana Jones. But that was a pretty nice scene, so there's that. That's still just a bit obvious, though. It's like, maybe you ought to shut that before you leave. Halo Infinite. I don't really care that much about Halo Infinite, to be perfectly honest. I just, It's one of those things where, to me, Halo's kind of dead, and it's been dead since, Halo 2. I didn't really like the direction Halo 2 went, and I haven't really liked it since. So, yeah, you can't kill the captain. Well, you know, he is nobility after all. That's one thing that's kind of weird about modern day science fiction. For whatever reason, in modern science fiction, there always seems to be a return to, like, fucking, feudalism in the future for some reason. Which, I don't buy that happening. I think for an actual dystopian future, you'd have something like, a communist sort of thing. Oh, crap. Now, wait a minute. Am I supposed to, like, be sneaky or something? He totally was pulling out a gun, I swear. Oh, fine. No, okay, so I do have to be sneaky. I think? No, you have no chance whatsoever. Hey! Hey, I don't buy that game. I've just been blasting through these busters like you wouldn't believe. Mulch with propellers. Posadist? Posadist? I don't know what that word is. I've never seen that before. It's like most of the science fiction I see does have, you know, the feudalism thing coming back, and also references to Rome and crap like that. Ooh. Let's see. We will shoot you in the head with an arrow. Well, a bolt. Ooh, that's not fun. Although I don't know if you'd really want to be shooting 5.56 rifles in a submarine, but you know, whatever works. Whatever works. I always like submarine levels, even though they don't really bear any relation to reality. These subs are way too big. Because I've actually been in a submarine before. That Gato class submarine. That's supposed to be a big one. That's supposed to be a big sub, and my god is that thing small. Like, I would not want to have to be a submariner and be locked in a fucking tin can for like months. Okay, I do not have a key for that, so I'm betting I have to shoot through that glass. Oh, he's gonna do a little tap-a-roo up there. Save. He didn't spot me. You aren't gonna spot me. I am totally the sneakiest person who ever lived. The electricity zone. That sounds like something from the 90s. Damn. And hello, Eisenhorn. Eisenhorn? Oh my god. Well, you know, it's funny. It's funny you should say that. There actually was a sort of private police force in the Chaz zone, and they shot a lot of people. Gets come to find out all the people that got shot in Chaz were done by their little security force. Oops! Communism, but with nuclear war, communist UFOs. Oh, okay. Dino Crisis. Yeah, trying to live stream that would be too difficult since I'm... Like, he's gonna be tapping up there. It's like I actually know how to play a stealth game. Okay, back. Tap. Okay, you don't see me. Nobody sees me. Nobody sees me. Okay. And that means he must be walking there.
Open main ballast tank valves. Aye.
Ooh. It's like I actually know how to play a video game. Now, if only there was a way to just... Oh, I can shoot him, though.
Reporting is ordered, Captain. I don't want to be disturbed for the next 15 minutes.
Your little striped shirt's not going to save you now. Alright. Now, let's be very quiet.
Submerging.
Dive. 2D. Oh, look at the chat room. I have never even heard of Soviet Wave. I assume it's retro wave, but with a Russian affectation. Okay, let's open it up. I wonder if in the remake of this game that'll actually be a 3D model instead of just a 2D texture. Okay, now can he see me? So I'm going an hour? Okay. You don't see me because you are blind, deaf, and dumb, but you can play a mean game of pinball, so I guess that's one saving grace. I never got into pinball. I'm still not really sure what the objective of the game is in pinball. It's like, you try to rack up points, but what do you do with the points? Dive. Okay, and we can shoot you in the head. Oh, come on! And we're gonna shoot you in the head. Now, you didn't see that. Okay, he's gonna tap over there. He doesn't care if his dude bro gets killed, but if he sees me shoot an errant arrow, that's when he sees everything. He was looking directly at me, didn't see shit. It's like, you are the worst guard ever. He's fit right in Metal Gear Solid, although Metal Gear Solid isn't that bad. And, oh, come on, that should have hit him in the head. Okay, we'll just sneak up here. Well, the big problem is having money to do that. I would like to visit some other ships. 24 the game. I don't know what system it's on. And if it's 24, anything that has the game in the title, you know it's going to be great. I generally prefer live streaming games that I'm actually good at, or I can actually enjoy. Oh, is it the PS2? I guess maybe. And Soviet iconography does look pretty good, but yeah, communism is, ugh. USS Silversides. In Michigan, Edison, and Bay City. I do not know where Bay City is. I probably should. It sounds like a California thing, or possibly Florida. The one ship I'd like to see more than anything else, though, is the USS Midway, which I think is in some northeastern state. I want to say New Jersey, maybe? Oh, I think once we finish this level, I'm going to be calling it a day because I am tired. And I have been going for an hour. Third-person shooter, huh? I'll see if I can't find it. It might be. I imagine it's sort of a Kisoge kind of thing.
This is number 7.
This is number 1. Over.
I moved up the USS Patriot's departure for the protection of the ship. The Spads camp has suffered heavy losses. Number 11 is no longer with us.
Yeah, because the Spads suck. They're blind, deaf, and dumb. But they can play a mean game of pinball. Not that's going to help you take over the world, but hey, might help you take over the World Pinball Championship.
Complete your mission.
This is number 17. Carry out your mission. In a few seconds, I'll contact number 1. Try to identify the man who answers my call, and we'll finally figure out who number 1 really is.
George Soros! Wait, no, you probably can't say that on YouTube.
Number 1, number 17 reporting. Do you copy?
This is number 1. What's happening?
I passed on the latest plans to number 11. Standing by for your instructions.
You weren't supposed to call me until you got the signal. Number 17? Hello? Number 17? I can't read you.
Number 1. I was so close. I just have to remember his face.
It is George Soros! And the captain appears to have disappeared.
USS Patriot, report your destination. Over.
Destination Maryland aboard Resolute AFDM
Detroit.
10. Over.
You know, I've never actually been that far north before.
Outer deck submerged. Fore and aft submerged.
And yeah, those uniforms were pretty nice. But that didn't help not having oil and steel and yeah. There's a World War II YouTube channel I do recommend checking out called Tick. That goes really in depth on a lot of the battles. My God, I'm glad I wasn't born yet because World War II sounds like the absolute worst of any sort of conflict. My God, just lacking food, water. The Russian steppe is not some. It's like getting shot at, sort of like the least of one's worries. Okay, what the hell am I supposed to do in here? What, is there somebody sleeping in here? I hear snoring, but I can't see anybody. Ah, here we go. No, that's nothing. No, wait, no, here.
Here's a nice spot to stow away.
Even though they'll find the body, but whatever. We'll just ignore the body.
Immersion to 60 feet. Check all hatches.
It's like, where am I going, man?
You are under arrest for the murder of William Sheridan.
Like, what am I doing with my life? I'm an assassin today, but what if I wanted to be a fitness instructor tomorrow? I feel like my little white patches of hair are just holding me back. Oh, I wonder if Call of Duty ripped off that scene.
Surgeon did an outstanding job. When they see Steve's ghost, they'll slip up.
Fly! His name was Jason Fly. I said number 13 is still alive. He's alive? That's impossible.
That's a rather derpy look he has. Just saying. It's supposed to be really dramatic, but it's like, And indeed, that rations video was pretty good. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is another live stream of 13. This game just keeps getting better and better. I'm quite looking forward to getting that review done. But until then, I'm General Lotz, and I'm going to wish you good tick and good in range, whatever